What's up, guys? It's Truth in the Boots, Hollow, guest, Coherent, and we got Dent One, DJ Dent One, with us here.
What up?
How's it going, guys? This is episode 4, and so you got an extensive portfolio. You work with Donnie Menace. You work with quite a few. I mean, pretty respected, bro. I mean, you're pretty raw on the tables, bro.
Thank
like,
you.
what are all the services you provide, bro? Like, what is it all you do?
A DJ, turntablist stuff. You need scratches on a track. Get at me. Beats. You need that boom bap. Get at me. You know what I mean?
You need artwork. Get at him.
Yeah.
He did the Foreign Aid cover. That shit was ill.
Yeah,
and
did Coherent's Foreign Aid cover. I do album art. I did Ivory's Moonlit Satellites number 6. I got some stuff in the works for the future as well. What was that? I just did someone else's. I know I did. No, it's not even out yet. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, so I did that. If you've seen any of Donnie Menace's shows, you know we wear masks on the stage. I designed the masks for those. Having said that, I do custom masks. If you're a collector of the creepy horror type stuff, I'm your guy to go to for that. And portraits, canvases, whatever. Like, just no pastels. I don't fuck with pastels.
Definitely just a multifaceted, talented cat right here. He's your guy. If you need some artistic shit, he's got you, man.
I'm just a creative dude, like artist through and through.
So how long you been making beats for?
I started making beats 99, 2000-ish.
Wow, OG.
Really? Yeah.
But it wasn't even because I was trying to make beats like that. I was in a band, and our drummer, he kept saying, oh yeah, I got this drum kit at the house, we get down. He never showed up for a practice.
Oh, shit.
When we showed to his house, his mom like, oh, he's in bed sick, so I had never seen the inside of his house. Having said that, I've never seen his drum set, but we had turntables, we had a guitar, we're like, we gotta do something, so we were messing with these live drum kits, and it was like, well, what if we did like a little breakdown with just like, we started with some techno drums, you know what I mean? But yeah, then I find out about sampling. I'm like, oh, maybe that's how they make all those rap beats on the radio, and it snowballed from there.
So what do you prefer to make beats with samples, or do you prefer to make them from scratch with like an FL Studio or something like that?
It just depends on the feeling, man. Like, if I got a melody in my head, I'll keep it for as long as I can, and if I get home in time, I'll play it out. But I like to just challenge myself with records too. Just throw me a record, let's see if we can find something on it. That's kind of my steez.
Yeah.
It's like, especially now,
like
you
that mass appeal shit that they do.
Exactly.
You like that, I bet.
Yeah. And myself and my cousin, we do that often because he makes beats as well. And we'll go hit Zia and just blindfold up, grab some records, and then see what happens.
Yeah, that's the dope shit. So what do you were talking earlier, you were saying you're like trying to sample your own shit now?
Yeah, I mean, my music theory is minimal, but I'm always down to experiment. So, I mess around with some keyboards, guitar every now and then, and I put it all together, and I'm using Audition right now. So yeah, I put it on Audition, and I put it back on Serato like it's a fucking, like an album,
Yeah.
I sample it, and chop it up, and then make some new shit out. And I dare someone to say, oh, you stole so-and-so. I made your money, I didn't. Like,
I made it myself.
So what do you use? What machines do you use or programs?
The funny thing, I found a desktop version of the TR-909.
Okay.
So that was where I started. But everyone was like, yo, these are dope, but it sounds like Nintendo beats. And I'm like, you're fucking right, it's time to upgrade. So we went to FL. And FL was dope. I sampled through the little, those little pencil microphones they had at the time?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I put that up to the speaker, sample some shit.
Oh my god.
I'm like, this is cool, but I want to actually touch shit. I'm like,
you want a real fucking drum pad.
Saved up, got the MPC through a real crazy deal. I came up on an ASR 10, so I'm using those right now. Like, I have FL just for like, I'll make drum rolls and shit off of that. Things that I can't do off of, just like playing pads or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I started recording to Adobe Audition, and that's the beat get down right there.
Nice. So what artists can we hear on your production, and like who are some of the producers that really influenced your style and shit?
All right, we'll start with producers that influenced me. Number one was The Alchemist. That was Because I just needed beats to cut to, and I typed in hip hop instrumentals one day, and there's just a bunch of Mobb Deep instrumentals, like just the ones that he did, not even like the Havoc shit yet, but just all these ALC beats. I'm like, this dude is hard. Like, what the? So everything. Yeah, I was honestly stuck on ALC for a long time, and then you know who's low key a badass producer? People don't talk about it. Is Mark Shinoda.
Yep.
The work he did for Lupe Fiasco and that Fort Minor album.
Yep.
Those are all sick. But yeah, you know, like I said, it just started with just trying to find stuff to scratch to. Came across Alchemist. You know, obviously, like I consciously went and looked for like DJ Premier and Gangstar stuff. I was in the Wu-Tang forever, but I never was like listening to RZA's beats. I started listening to the RZA and how his shit's cool because it's fucked up. Sure. It's like it's always like off a little bit, but it's still raw. Like the Clan always rips his shit.
Well, yeah, RZA's always, you know, he's definitely a better producer and a better rapper. Like he puts it down, produce and scratch. I mean, he's definitely one of the best producers. There's no doubt.
But like to answer your question on who I'm working with, you can hear me on. I'll definitely have some stuff on this next Donnie Menace album. I'm actually, if you have the iTunes release of The Threat 2, I've got cuts on the bonus track on there because I came in right at the end of that album. Let me see what else. We're putting out the Nightbreed album. Good portion of that be produced by me. I'm trying to think what's out now though. Y'all had Ivory on one of the episodes. He and I have a project coming out together, Identical.
What up, Ivory?
What up, Ivory? Completely produced by me. He'll be doing all the rapping.
Dope.
I think he's got his DJ doing cuts on that. It's DJ Germs, I do believe.
Okay.
You want to tell us what about Wayside? What about that graphic novel?
Oh yeah,
I've been hearing a lot of buzz about that graphic novel.
Yeah, I put that out on the 22nd. That one started years ago. Actually, I was just trying to write a comic book, and it was like, you know, you get to a certain point, and it's like, what do I do next, man? I don't know. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just whatever story I have, whatever I come up, we're just gonna go through it. We're just gonna write. We're just gonna fucking draw. Artistically and comic book wise, I'm heavily inspired by Alex Ross. Reason being is because all of his characters are referenced by either people that he pays to come in and like model as Batman or Superman, or his family. Right. Like he shows, he's like, yes, my uncle in the background is. I painted him in the background of fucking Kingdom Come or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. So that mixed with, at the time, I was working with a chick who was doing her own modeling things. I'm like, cool, you already know how to work a camera, like. So that's my main character. It's based off of a friend of mine. But yeah, it was just like, all right, I've got the story. I've already got people behind it. Before I even got it fully formulated, it has to happen. It has to come to fruition now. So, like I said, there's a couple years of like plotting and writing and erasing and deleting and kicking shit over and like fuck this and done and picking it back up. But yeah, it's done and it's out.
So what's the? Don't give it all because we want people to go, you know, visit your website and shit and check it out. But like, what's a little bit of the plot like? And you know, is it going to be a continuing series? Is it all done? What's going on?
You know, I want it to be like a comic book Lord of the Rings because I have like a bunch of ideas for characters. So like, I want to make my own universe in a way.
Okay.
Nice. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like,
I think we all do, right? I mean,
like Marvel's got their thing going on, DC's got their thing going on, Image has their thing going on.
Yeah.
Right. And they're all similar but different. Like,
I think they're played out, bro. It's your time.
I see a hole that they haven't really like, not without giving too much away. They've kind of captured it for a moment with Doctor Strange, but that's limited time. Like with what I'm gonna do, we're gonna stay there. So, but Wayside is basically you know, this girl who's getting stalked by like a frenemy type, except she goes and confronts her and ends up exposing the fact that she has powers. Yeah, does someone say she's a witch or whatever? And so now that she's got people that are after her that want to either use her powers for their good, or if they can't do that, just wash over powers completely. which I feel like is kind of a metaphor for what's going on in the world right now.
Okay.
All this talent is emerging. Everybody's fucking talented. You got some
Everyone's
people
got
that are
talent.
trying to manipulate that for the worse. Think about it. You got someone like Tommy Lorraine that has millions of fucking viewers, and she's spitting bullshit daily. That's talent wasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Most
but it's like
it's wasted too. You know?
whoever got to her, I'm pretty sure like they were, they had it in their mind like if we can't get her on our side, then we gotta just null and void her to where she can't do it on her own.
Yep.
And that's kind of
they
the
do
message.
to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's the way we shut them down.
That's
Supposedly
Michael
Morris,
Jackson,
a bunch of people.
There's a lot
Verified.
of them actually.
So yeah, that's kind of where the comic is at with it, man. Like the underlying message is like, and with what I'm gonna do on a grander scale over time, like the next comic it's gonna be a while before it comes out. Like I'm not even gonna announce it until I'm coloring it or I have someone else coloring it or what have you.
Right.
What inspired you to make comics?
I did my first comic in middle school.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I've been reading comics for forever. You know what I mean? So between reading comics and then drawing, like the first I ever drew was Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice. That was my,
You know,
that was my shit coming up.
Like
That was my shit.
I was having a green marker and I coincidentally had a red, a purple, a blue, and an orange. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But
What's up?
yeah, I remember doing a little comic in middle school, and then people liked that one. And I took one of those big, like, hardcover sketchbooks in high school, like senior year, and I did one of all my friends. It was like just kind of like the real life high school struggle, but just a little bit fantasy, so it was actually interesting.
Cool. Make it readable, you know?
Yeah, but everybody fucking loved it, not even because I drew them in. Like, yo, this is just dope, dude. Just like pages of fucking comics. So I did that one, and for a couple of years after that, people were like, yo, you gotta do another one. You gotta do another one. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, we'll see. It was. It took a lot out of me to do that. But I'd always, just draw characters, whether it was my own.
So when did you start getting into everything? Like when did like the artistic renaissance happen for you?
I started drawing like whenever, like I don't know.
Early. Probably.
Yeah, early, like 3.
You gotta start early to be as good as this fucking guy right here. It takes fucking time to become good, you know.
It was early. It was early.
Yeah.
Naturally blessed too, though. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
If you're drawing at 3, I mean, I wasn't drawing shit at 3.
Yeah, no.
My
Nothing
kindergarten teacher like told me my
still don't
shit
draw very
sucked.
well,
Like
honestly.
that's what I wasn't doing that. I wasn't rapping at 3 either. So I mean, you gotta be something was in you, man. This is what you were blessed and born to do, man.
For sure. At the same time, and here's where the beats kind of come in on the back burner side. Is like my dad was a DJ. Like, still is. Like, he still has his Technic 1200s.
Shit.
Which is fuck, because I just seen them in the store and they're like, they're literally $1,200. And he probably got them when they were like 200, you know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, so he's...
But he's old school. Like, there's actually some really funny hip-hop stories with my family. We'll save for another conversation. But yeah, he was always doing mixes. He used to do parties and clubs and things like that. So I was always around it. And then I remember watching Juice and then Omar Epps doing his juggle. I was like, yeah, you can do that with those? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. The DJing thing got really serious though, and everybody laughs at this, and that's okay. It got really serious in the era that Limp Bizkit got big.
Okay.
Because DJ Lethal's a fucking monster on the turntables. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I know people have their beef with Fred Durst.
A lot of people like them. They cross a lot of
They got some classic
boundaries,
shit.
you know?
They do.
I think.
I mean, music. I like to, sometimes with a lot of artists, you gotta like set their shit aside. Like we were talking last week. Kanye is a perfect example of that. Kanye is somebody who, on the surface, like as a person, you really probably don't like, but musically, he's fucking savant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and like. Even, I'm not saying Fred Durst is a savant, but, like, at the end of the day, like, he had some personal shit, but, like, musically, he put out some fucking classic material, you know?
If you keep it original over time, you end up changing
You can't discredit
things,
fucking art because of what people are, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, you know, I'll say there were some Blimp songs that I sang to for sure.
Yeah.
And there were also some that was like, dude, you fucking serious?
Dude, I think like their cover Behind
Some
Blue
are
Eyes is
really
better than
bad.
the original. You know what I'm saying? I
like
love
it
that
a lot.
song.
I like it a lot.
I love that song. You know, and I remember in high school, like my mom definitely didn't want me listening to Limp Bizkit, but like it was
Mom didn't
fucking
want me
crazy.
listening to anything.
Yeah.
I don't like that rap
Yeah.
music.
Well, that's the
Cool
funny
now,
thing.
but-
I ended up listening to
Mom.
more metal and shit like that
Yeah.
because Mom's was like, yeah, nothing with a parental advisory sticker. So I'm like, well, what the
That's
fuck?
like half the fucking shit.
That's
Yeah.
impossible.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just buy the Metallica shit because if they blur it out, I'll never know.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So, but yeah, actually, it was my mom's dude at the time. He put me onto. It was the weirdest combination. I mean, like he had rap shit too, so I could listen to it if I was going with him somewhere. I just couldn't own it. But yeah, it was like Onyx, Wu-Tang, Megadeth, Metallica,
Okay.
and then Beethoven and Bach. Like this, like classical tapes on them too. So it was like,
Oh.
Oh wow,
the
mixing
the
it up.
childhood was crazy. Like in terms of like the intake.
That's good though. 'Cause
So-
you get exposed to all genres. You know,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
jazz, and especially if you're going to be a DJ, because sampling, you sample from all genres.
Yeah.
And I think that helps.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
fast forward back to the Limp Bizkit. I'm like, you can fucking do that with guitars and live drums. Oh shit, okay.
Mhm.
And then
Yep.
so now we're back to me and the homies downloading FL because the other motherfucker lied about the drums. Like, so yeah.
So speaking of like maybe your kids not listening to this shit, can you explain Nightbreed a little bit and like how that started and like what's your? I know a little bit, but I don't. Let's explain it to them.
No, the kids actually love what they hear of the
Oh,
Nightbreed
okay.
stuff. They know and love Dottie and everything, man. They come say hi to women, drawing pictures and stuff. But yeah, Nightbreed.
That's awesome.
Nightbreed started with Donnie, I believe, when he was living out in Connecticut, because the East Coast half is out there, Cheddar, and then James Joyce, the Squatch.
Okay.
And then out here you have obviously Donnie Menace, you have Quez Omega, and then myself. And as of this year, I became the in-house production for their crew. So
Awesome, dude.
That's what's up.
So how did you get in on that? Like how did they approach you and how did that whole?
I just been hitting Donnie up since the MySpace days, honestly.
Oh really?
Go way back.
It started with a Jedi Mind Tricks page, and I found a producer that lived out here and through that. I was like, this dude's raw as fuck, and he's out here, like. So
Nice.
we'd always been linking through social, and then we met at Hip Hop Roots one night. Next thing I'm DJing for him, and then I was trying to do a compilation album. The mix ended up kind of shitty or whatever. Like I wanted him on it. I know he's a stickler about his work, so I was like, all right, that dude gets a pass. Everyone else that slept on it, I was like, all right, cool.
That's what happens with underground. Artists get slept on. That's what's good about underground too, because you could have someone you never heard of be raw as fuck. You know what I mean?
But it was like, those people sleep on. Like I knew exactly why. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, the mix is dirty. But it inspired me to start studying that shit, and then, next thing I know, like, when was that? That was probably 2012, 13-ish. Showing Donnie some beats, and it's like, let me get this one. So we've got one sitting on the back, right now, like.
No, I saw your post the other day where you were like, oh, we're gonna drop something crazy.
Oh, there's that one, but the one that I'm talking about, it's a style that he hasn't done yet.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, we're not even gonna.
Yeah. Wait to be surprised.
Yeah, but yeah, I just been working with him and Quez. We've just been doing shows, scratching, hanging out, chilling, and everything else, and then.
Hey, you guys are lit too. Like I've had cats come up to me like that one night you guys opened for Ari the Rugged Man. One guy came up to me and he's like, of all the Vegas acts that were up there, like the one that had his shit together was Donnie Menace. Like clearly, like you guys had a great stage presence and like a good stage show. And anytime, like, that's a lot of what hip hop's missing. Like, having a legit DJ on stage with you, that's like
Yes.
Or that's like having a live band almost. Like it's almost as good as that, but like just it's an essential element to a good stage show. So when you can, and that's why you guys are expanding. It really is.
Besides the talent. And
Yeah,
everything,
besides
of
the
course.
talent, but like
100%.
having your shit together when you go and perform and having a really good stage show, it looks good, it draws heads, and you know it's gonna get you recognition on that front. So
For sure.
yeah.
And good producers are really hard to come by. I mean, I think that's the hardest part. I mean, there's a lot of really good artists that don't have a good producer to work with them, make beats for them. And that's a lot of producers, I mean, a lot of artists don't ever really make it because they don't have beats. You know, they got to go search for beats. You know, Co's a beast. He finds beats from
Yeah, I got
everywhere, and that's what a lot of heads
motherfuckers.
do. So
Random
people-
motherfuckers.
People like you,
Yeah.
you know, Dent, you're few and far between. I think that's the
Yeah,
hardest part of the
exactly.
game.
Hey, thank you,
Yeah,
man.
and for real, Donnie, you came up on, you copped one right here.
Yeah,
man.
well,
Like,
Donnie's
fucking-
he paid dues though. I mean, he's
Yeah.
been in the battle scene. Donnie, you've been around. Even when I left, I seen Donnie Menace around for forever, and he's still putting it down. So respect for sure.
Yeah, Donnie's been working for a minute, probably as long as I have, but harder than I have. Like
Right.
Yeah, well, even
The
before I
main-
left, man, that's a long time ago.
the main thing I always disliked about living out here is that the DMCs never came out here.
Yeah,
Because I was like, if there's gonna be a way that I get my name up, it's gonna be fucking battling on these turntables.
Mm.
And I never had money to go out to LA. I'm like, even if I win the LA contest, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get to Chicago,
Yeah.
and then to New York for the finals. Like, so you know, it was a bit discouraging, but like going back to influences, DJ Revolution, like he's not at all a DMC battle DJ, but if you're into that culture, you know who the fuck he is.
Right.
You know who Revolution is, the king of the decks. Like,
Right.
so yeah, I figured, you know, I'll just go his route. Like, I'll get good with people, and I'll just kind of work from the outside in, or is that inside out with producers and MCs.
Either
Yeah,
way.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
So you got any shows you want to shout out, or just the homies you want to shout out real quick?
Yeah. Next week, next week we're in Denver. I believe that's Saturday. I don't know the name of the venue for that one, but we're back out here Sunday. Vinyl at the Hard Rock for Echo's CD release show. So we got that.
Is
going
that
on.
March 5th?
That is March 5th.
March 5th.
March 5th
You also
is a
got
busy
Luck
day.
Factor. Yeah, it is. You got Luck Factor Zero on that. Echo, Donnie Menace. That's a fucking turn show.
And most important, it's all ages.
Yep. True.
Those
ages
are
That's
far
what's
and
up.
few. If you're in the city, you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In Vegas, very.
And all those guys are
Very.
definitely top acts in this city, so you're getting a good show for sure.
yeah, tell your brothers, your sisters,
Everybody.
your kids, your wives, your husbands.
And on our
Tell
side-
everybody.
On our side, I got a show tomorrow night, Saturday at the Waterhole. Starving Artists. It's gonna have Profane, myself, Ulysses, and a ton of other Vegas dope talent. You know, so come check that out. And also March 5th, we were saying it's a busy day. Sapien's coming out. Snap Murphy's gonna be on that with Ulysses, and I believe Indica's on that as well. So you got options, man. You know, that's what's great about this city. And like, and
popping
you
off
know,
right now.
there's always something going on in this city, and you just gotta figure it out. You know, find it. You know, and help spread it out. Because the more we do that, you know, the more that this scene's gonna grow. At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Oh, straight up.
Without collabs. That's what it's all about.
So you're not just into hip hop. Obviously, you already kind of spoke on it a little bit. You're into like metal and hard rock and classical music apparently. So like,
Yeah.
like, what are some of the groups outside of hip hop that really like inspired you artistically?
Yeah, like I said, like I started listening to like Metallica and Megadeth. Like those are the first.
Okay.
Those are the first I listened to, but like the shit that really got me, surprisingly, was Alice in Chains, the Dirt album.
Oh.
That was the shit.
I love Alice in Chains, man.
So like I've always kind of dug that kind of like slower, like grungy sound, which my favorite band I'm running right now, Deftones. Probably go and see them when they come out here. Yeah, for you know the whole new metal movement, like I said, that was like that opened the door of possibility. Like, oh, you can scratch and you can. I didn't know what an MPC was, and you can use that weird fucking machine with live band, and it fucking works. So you know, I did that for a while. I was actually in the band Dim for a minute, for like 2004, 2008, and yeah, did that same thing: turntable samples, did some keys, and. But yeah, outside of metal, I mean, I'm a huge trip hop head, like Portishead, Mono, DJ Shadow. DJ Shadow all day.
DJ Shadow.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
DJ Crush, if you know about that Japanese hip hop. Speaking of Japanese hip hop, New Japanese DJ Kawari.
Yeah.
DJ Honda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, dude. Japan has a crazy hip hop movement.
Japan and
Overseas,
surprisingly North Korea.
You know you need to work with that. You need to work with my boy Binks.
Is that
Binks of the Concrete Trap?
I've heard about Binks.
Yeah, well, he's on Foreign Aid. He's on the Robbing the Bank track.
Okay.
And dope ass chopper and like.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this guy is so influenced by anime and like Nintendo and like just Japanese culture in general. Like you guys can make something ill. Like if you get that inspiration and you can do the artwork for it, like I'll put him in connect with you because I think he'd like a lot of your shit. Like he likes different beats too. Like he doesn't like like simple shit. He likes different.
How does North Korea get their music out? Real quick rewind. North Korea. North Korea has a scene. That's crazy.
Well, not so much the music, not that I know of, but I was reading an article with Rocket from Dilate, and he was talking about because he's black and Korean, so he goes over there from down then, and their government funds the Red Bull Freestyle Championships out there, the B-boy battles.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, our government even fucking doing that? Like, they're too busy keeping weed illegal and shit like that. Like, take that DEA money and throw a B-boy party. What the fuck? That was a bone.
For real, that was way more productive, bro. Way more productive.
You want to keep kids off the street, keep them on that cardboard spinning, like.
And dude, that's how hip hop was created, dude. It came out of that, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Came out of gangs saying, okay, well, instead of killing each other and battling for supremacy, let's just do it in an artistic way. Let's fucking, let's dance. Let's have a dance battle.
Yeah,
let's have a rap battle. Let's battle, but in an artistic way. And that's how hip hop was created.
Let me see your black book. What you got? Like,
yeah, people forget shit like that.
Yeah, they kind of flipped it to make it kind of like gangster rap. Rap is always associated with gangster rap, and it's like hip hop is not. It's completely separated now.
Hip hop is gangster.
Now it's
that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not about
It can be, but it can also be introspective. It can also be intelligent. It can also just be a revolutionary message. It can be anything. It can be off the top. It could be battle rap. But it has all those elements. But one thing you can't do is put hip hop in a box, and that's what's so great about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I was about to say, like, I always view the MC as like metaphorically, it's like a lion. Like you can be cool around it. It's not like a tiger where it's just gonna go straight for your neck. But if you want to pop shots, then it's gonna be a
lion will come to fight.
And once again, it can't be put into a box.
Yeah.
It can't be put into a fucking box.
Yeah.
So that's
try caging up a lion.
When you I just I don't have a problem with like the gangster stuff. Like I just have a problem with the oversaturation. Period.
Yeah,
so
I agree. Yeah.
The early '90s, like we got a ton of gangster rap, and a lot of it was cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of it now I listen to nostalgically, but then I'm like, fucking hey, man.
Yeah.
Right.
For the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, we had Weezy, we had Lil Tunechi, ad nauseum everywhere. It's like, I appreciate your hustle, my dude, but god damn, like just switch, throw much. Yeah. Just throw Common out, surprises, like something.
And we brought that point up a couple times too. Like the radio just needs more diversification. I don't even know if that's a word.
There's much music, and there's
like, why would I want to? I don't want to turn up in my car. I don't want to fucking rock out and do that in my car. I'd rather listen to something like Common, where it make me think a little bit, soothe me.
They don't want people thinking. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like it's too much.
I would even appreciate the spectrum. Let's get turned a little bit.
Yeah, there's a time and place for that.
Let's bring it down real sensitive a little bit. Yeah. Let's bring it back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let's keep it mellow for like 5 to 7. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Dude.
Something
it just needs to be changed. We can't be playing the same 10 turn up songs every hour. Like that's not.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's supply and demand. That's why record execs.
It's program directors.
14 and 15-year-old.
It's program directors. I promise you, I couldn't go onto a mainstream station with my turntables and just play a mix. I couldn't just play records because they'd be like, "Yeah, no, dude, you got to throw that Ariana Grande on there.
Yeah. You
got to put that Nicki on there, though. You got to put that Meek on there." Like, do I have to?
No, you really don't.
It's honestly why
And the only places that don't are like college radio.
Right.
You know, like DJ 58 out here, he does a hip hop show every Friday. Actually, he's playing tonight, so 11 to midnight, they do like straight fucking hip hop. Raw shit.
That's what's up.
You know.
But that's why on a turntables level, like, I kind of steer away from like doing parties and stuff because I'm like, if I'm behind those things, dude, I want to do my thing. I want to, express. And
you're in charge. Is like
either you feel it or you don't. But don't come up to like, hey, you should throw on this thing that obviously isn't in the vibe of what the fuck I'm playing.
dude, we did this, man. Me and my wife, we went to a Mobb Deep show for New Year's. Okay.
Okay.
Fucking DJ was horrible. He didn't know his crowd. We're at a straight fucking raw 90s hip hop show, and he's playing fucking Justin Bieber, Drake, fucking pop music.
That's what he had.
And he's like, yeah, it's getting real heavy in here tonight. Who's ready to make belligerent decisions and fucking get drunk? And I'm like, dude, no. This cannot stand almost. Like, that's the thing. And I bet you know this as a DJ. You need to know your crowd. And that's why you don't put yourself at a party, because you don't want to play party music. You know? You're at a real hip-hop show, you know what to play.
The best support that I've seen for a national was when, not the last time Dilated came, but the time before at the Fremont Club with DJ Lethal and the decks. It's probably because they're all friends and shit, but yeah, he's playing some MOP, he's playing some ADO, he's playing some Pharoah Monch, he's playing some fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, I'm ready to see some fucking Dilated. Let's do it. Not, you were probably pissed by the time you were ready to see my, like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, not to mention it was like 3 hours late or whatever. 4 hours late.
Oh, shit.
Something crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, that's the other thing. Mobb Deep wasn't even there.
It was just Havoc,
Prodigy didn't show up. It was just Havoc and his hype man. And they came out after the openers went on.
I am my own hype
Came
man.
out and was like, well, we're going to push this back a little bit. So we had shitty DJ for another hour and a half before fucking we learned that Prodigy's not even here.
How much was that show? How much
It
were
was,
the tickets?
we paid $30.
A piece.
A piece, yeah.
Pre-order?
And there's
Like
nothing
50 at the door,
that's nothing to the artists that were selling the tickets and shit. It's that venue, and they should have said okay, because apparently the reason Prodigy wasn't there is his mom died.
Kind of
So obviously, he's not going to show
Can't
up.
be mad at him.
But the promoter could have said, Prodigy's not going to be here. You know, if you want your money back, here you go. If you still want to come, Havoc and whatever, they could have said something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just whatever. But yeah, as a DJ, you got to know your fucking shit.
You have to.
You got to know who you're playing for, in the crowd. That's such an important feature of being a DJ.
Well, most DJs are used to playing in clubs. They're used to playing
exactly.
techno, dubstep, all this crazy.
Like that dude got beaten into submission with the requesters. Like, hey, can you play that? Can you play? Okay, so he was beaten submission with it.
Oh.
I took it the other way. Like I said, I know what people want to hear, and unless like I know for sure that I'm at the kind of party I want to DJ, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
You know what I mean? Like,
don't waste your time, man.
I did
do what you want to do.
We did a Nightbreed party last year. The lady came up to the booth. She's like, "Yeah, you throwing something Latin for the girls to dance to?" I'm like,
I don't even have that.
First off, it's a Nightbreed party. Yeah, second, I don't even have that. Third, there's only like 2 Latin women here. The rest is like juggalettes. Like, they're gonna look at me like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So the 2 of you can look at me like, what the fuck? I'll take that over this crew of juggalos and
Yes.
looking at me because I put on some reggaeton because that's what you want to hear. Like,
no.
So yeah, like I said, I keep it on the turntable. It's more of a performance thing with the turntables. Like I said, I through and through, I'm an artist. Yeah. Do something creative.
Speaking of the turntables, we were gonna have him do a live DJ set tonight, but we weren't able to get that. Miscommunication. Don't have the right shit, but we are gonna get you back sometime.
Like I told them, it's not a complete loss.
Yeah, not a complete loss. I guess.
I came up on some new gear today, so.
All right, cool, man.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, once I get back to the lab, you already know what it is. I'm getting right into it.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not getting right into it. I got to get into some art for my homeboy Capiche. What up, Capiche? If y'all have heard of him, if not, go check him out because he's probably one of the rawest in the city as well. That I know he's supposed to be getting back, making a new album. He disappeared from it, but he's back. And,
it happens.
Yeah, hey, I disappeared for a minute.
I disappeared for a
Like
minute.
if you want to call
A
it that,
couple
like,
times.
you know, if you're that
Just
hardcore
kidding.
into the local scene, you'll know that I disappeared for a minute. But yeah, I'm actually doing some work for his pops, man. He's a very good guitar player and singer, and he's got an album coming out called Wake Up, kind of jazz, blues, funk fusion. Yeah, so yeah, you know.
That sounds sick.
It is honestly. I got to hear some songs so I could, you know, figure out what I'm gonna do for this cover. And you know, it's like I told him, like, yo, if I was in Zia and I picked this record up, there's like 5 tracks for sure that I would sample and make some beats because they're that good.
Yeah, man.
Original content is king, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
know, like the game is so saturated. If you're not coming original, if you're biting somebody or it's not like completely different, it's hard to make it these days. I think, you know, gotta come original. You know,
Yep.
gotta come raw.
Yeah, just stand out is all it is. You know what I mean? Like, even if that's you decide you're gonna be the trap rapper, like, cool, be the dude that speaks articulate because he'll stand out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, be yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta be yourself.
No doubt.
Hey, man, appreciate you coming through the booth tonight, man.
Yeah,
This
so
is dope,
good,
man.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
homie.
Corey. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's called
Everyone watching, thank you.
Hollow, Co, Dent One. This is episode 4, Truth in the Booth. Thank you for viewing.
Later, guys. See you
Tune in next time.